Hey everyone, this is Emmanuel here, certified body code practitioner, certified group energy facilitator, and I wanted to do a introduction session for a client. I'm going to keep her anonymous. Just we'll say her initial is C, and I it was interesting. I just happened to see someone. Sometimes when I scroll through Facebook, I see someone who's dealing with pain. I may or may not know them, or they might know a friend of mine. And sometimes I have the audacity to reach out to them and say, "Is there a way I can help you out?" And this will be on the house, and just to give you an introduction of how I work. And she was open to it. It seems like she was in very excruciating left rib pain. I believe it was like an 8 out of 10, and said she couldn't sleep, and she was basically just kind of letting everyone, all her friends, know that she's in dire pain. And so I just wanted to see if I can help out. I did notice that today when I reached out, her pain was at a 6. I haven't worked on her yet, but then when I finished working on her, it was on a 4, and I guarantee it's going to keep going lower. It may go down to like a 2 or a 0 by the end of the day. She was dehydrated, which I muscle tested, which it can help when you're very hydrated. Also, depending on her sleep quality, depending on diet, I call it the three-legged stool. You know, your immune system, your sleep, your diet. Oh, I'm sorry, maybe let's add a fourth little leg there. Stress levels too. All those things may affect the timing of how quickly the healing takes place. Somebody who has all four doing very well, then typically the healing is a lot faster. I probably have come to the science of that it's every 2 hours there should be some incremental assistance or improvement. So in her case, I said, "Oh, it's okay. So it went down from a 6 to a 4. Let's wait 2 more hours. It'll probably go down to a 2. Wait 2 more hours, it'll go down to a 0." So we'll check on her tonight. But I wanted to go ahead and read her notes, and I'm going to show you guys what I found. So I'll just walk you through it. So what was really interesting too is when I reached out to her again after the session. She says, "Oh, when I move," she said these words, "the stabbing pain um, isn't there anymore. The stabbing pain." And that is so ironic. I don't believe it a coincidence because the first thing I found in her session was a knife. And it was from some female, age 41. And these weapons are not uncommon, they're very common. Um, you'll be surprised how many times we're sending out knives to people just because we're either envious, jealous, we're angry at someone. Um, we have to try to avoid these type of emotions. So what it's saying is typically she's 50 years young, but if you go to the energy section, there's all these different weapons here. So I had a muscle tester. I'm like, first of all, is it a weapon? Or is it a wound? Or is it a control mechanism? This one's kind of a rare one. Um, what's a wound? A wound is when you had a weapon there before, but through your meditations, through your praying, through many different things, it's starting to heal. Like the weapon is was kind of pushed out. Your body energetically pushed out the weapon, but there's still a wound there. So you want to just send light and love. You have the intention of sending light and love to that body. And in her case, hers was a weapon. And there's different types. I mean, and sometimes I like to get kind of specific and be like, well, what type of weapon? Is it a knife? Is it a bullet? Is it a rope? Is it a chain? I mean, there's so many different kinds. Here's I think they kind of give, for example, this case they say, knife in the back may signify betrayal. Sometimes there's symbolism behind it as well. But anyway, I wonder if I'm talking to C here, is was there a woman around you who was hating on you, jealous of you? Maybe you had a speed bump with her. Could be a relative, could be someone you worked with, could be in-law, who knows. She also had a what they call a current symptom energy of pain. So if you go here, if you look at this, current symptom energy of pain just means that they're dealing with a current pain right now, or current symptom. I'm sorry, current symptom right now. In this case, you see this person being sick, right? But there's different kinds actually. There's nausea. These are the most common ones, but there's other ones. There's nausea. I've had one that's rashes, but it's not in here. Nausea, pain, sickness. In her case, was pain, and this typically happens when the symptom just kind of sticks around for a while and kind of ebbs and flows, but it mainly stays. it's almost like the body produces this energy called current symptom. And they can become overwhelming, and then the body gets stuck kind of reverberating with them and make it harder to move on. Okay, so she had this for pain. I asked if there was something below it. Is there something that's associated? If you see associated, that is needs to be decoded here. And there's a helplessness, age 26. This is not just a regular helplessness. This is a very emotional one. So I found that. Then I worked on her ninth rib. So the ninth rib came up. So I went to system area, skeleton, axial, thoracic cage. This is all muscle tested. I'm just kind of going through it quickly. I'm not doing this live. I believe it was a false rib. It was a false rib. Okay, so it was the ninth rib that came up, the left side. There was a physical emotional shock, which is this one right here. These could be two things. Either it's a period of stress or something happened that kind of shocked you. This was age 36. Then she had a compound that was affecting the ninth rib. A compound, if you look right here, this one's a common one. It means that you felt two or three emotions at the same time. That's all it means. And it's stuck in a ball of energy. In her case, it was discouragement and blaming, age 14. Something was going on there where she felt discouraged and she like was blaming someone or blaming something. Then I reset the ninth rib. Then what's really interesting is we went to, I believe it was muscles. So this is interesting. You never know where you're going to go. It just kind of like takes you there. Um, Trying to see if I can find it. Give me 1 second here. Where was that? I think it was here. Yeah. The serratus anterior, if you see this right here, this also was imbalanced. Below that, so I said, well, what's causing it to be imbalanced? And she absorbed a stubbornness and peeved from some female age 34. This was a compound. So look here. If you look at compounds, there's one called absorb, which shows a little picture of a sponge. That means someone else felt these two emotions and then she absorbed it. Got to be careful who you hang out with. Okay. Stubbornness and peeved, some female. Now, it doesn't mean it was towards her, it could have been towards something else, towards someone. And then I reset the serratus anterior. Also, on a random note, she had an inherited emotion, which is right here. This means it came through the generational line. Um, and this was for self abuse that goes through the mom's line to her father to his father, 18 generations. Also, the next thing is she had a physical disconnection. These are really interesting. So there's these disconnections here. The one that I found was a physical one. This means two things are not communicating. Like this bone's not communicating. This bone could be a muscle to a bone, could be a ligament to a bone. In this case, it was the ligament, like a ligament. If you look right here, it's a connective tissue. It's a ligament. And I said, okay, so what's the other thing that it's not communicating with? So all parts of your body are talking to each other. In this case, it was the eighth rib this time. So it's interesting. So I went to the skeletal system, skeleton, axioskeleton, thoracic cage. I believe it was a false rib again. In this case, it was the eighth rib. Okay. So the eighth rib, so those two weren't talking. So I said, well, I can check the percentage. How much are you guys talking? 16%. So then I said, okay, what can we do to get this to 100%? That ligament and the eighth rib are communicating 100%. First thing that came up was a physical trauma. This could be like an injury or a fall or a car accident or you got really sick. So I found that first. Then I found another compound, which is right here. This was a common one, which means, again, she felt two or three emotions at the same time. In this case, it was three of them. Okay. She felt rejection. She felt annoyed, bitterness about something. This was age 21. Then she had this thing called recovery interference energy. What this means is just inflammation. You see the stop sign here? Just means inflammation in the body. Then a will, this is an interesting one called a will to hide true self. Okay. And these can typically give depression. But anyway, she had a will. There's all these different types of wills. In this case, was will to hide true self. And then I got her to 100%. Then there was I put her in a solar room. For those of you who are familiar with Heal, So I do group healing, and this week, for example, I'm working on, if I checked this one, I'm checking with thriving with your plan B. If you're an entrepreneur, or you are have another business that you would like to kind of grow, your plan A is like, it's like my job, but maybe it's not what I want to do. I want to do something on the side, but I haven't had much success. Then I'm helping people with that, and removing energies that are blocking you. Also, maybe you're a healer. Maybe you're blocked and you're building your healing business, or you're helping someone in some healing fashion. But it's kind of traumatic to, like, I don't know how to say this, but it's like enter into the business world, which could be very manipulative and salesy. And so, like, it's this like empathic healer trying to go into this kind of different system of sales. It could be very traumatizing, and also attracting high quality clients. That's happening right now. It's Thursday, December 12th. You can join this. It's retroactive, so you'll get it from as if you were on Sunday. And but anyway, that's kind of I do group healing every single week. I believe next week is going to be all about inner child work, also healing from the womb, like womb healing. A lot of people don't know, but a lot of trauma you could have right now is stuff that you absorbed from your mom or you inherited from your mom. Um, so that could be an issue too. Um, and I plan on doing a very powerful live regression hypnotherapy session, which will be really, really neat. I may record it, but it's almost like I'm going to let everyone have it, and they can listen to it on their own time. And but basically, it will allow you to go back into the womb, find out why you chose your parents, why you're here. Did you feel love from your mom? Did you feel love from your dad? Did you always stay in the womb? Just different things like that. Anyway, that's happening next week. It's called inner child work, healing, womb healing, and then also regression hypnotherapy to the womb. So that's kind of a triple threat thing we're doing next week. Anyway, you can join there on haveempathyandlove.com. For some reason, that link's not working. I think if for some reason it's not working, please email us at compasshealingcenter@gmail.com, compasshealingcenter@gmail.com. Anyway, thank you for looking at C's session here. I'm going to send these notes to her so you can understand kind of what I did, and look forward to helping you guys more in the future. If you are interested in sessions, if anyone's interested in sessions, feel free to email us at compasshealingcenter@gmail.com, compasshealingcenter@gmail.com, and just let us know what your symptoms are. Are you blocked financially? Are you blocked with your health? Are you blocked with a relationship? Are you blocked with anything? And we can kind of recommend you a route to take for you, and we can meet on a weekly basis. All right, everyone, have a blessed day. Again, don't forget to join Heal, haveempathyandlove.com. That's where I'll be doing group healings. Plus, you get 52 healings in a year. You get every Sunday, you get a free healing just for being a part of our platform. So, haveempathyandlove.com. Also, don't forget to subscribe to this channel. Your subscriptions and your likes help us to continue to show you some more demos. I'd love to do like one demo a day for you guys. If you guys can help me and subscribe, and you guys can like this and comment below, it really helps this to go more viral. Thank you guys so much. Take care. Bye bye.